Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. Today in this video we are going to learn an English poem of class 10. The name of the poem is A Poison Tree and it's written by William Blake. But before moving to the poem, students, if you're viewing my video for the first time, do subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the notifications of my latest upcoming videos. Do watch the video till end, and if you like it, hit the like button and share among with your friends so that everybody can take the fullest benefits of the videos. So let's move on. Let's see about the poet. As we saw that William Blake is the poet of this poem, and he belonged to the pre-romantic period in English literature. And although he did not have any formal schooling, he did not go to formal schools to have a proper education, even then he became a mystic poet by his ability to see the world of God behind the physical world. Means he was able to see and relate God along with the physical world. What he would see, he could observe and he could understand, and the nature and the God and being God being behind it. So this is how he became a very good writer, and he wrote this poem. So let us see what do we have to learn in this poem, A Poison Tree. So before going to the poem, students, this is a poem which has a deep meaning, which gives us information about our nature or character. So let us read stanza wise and understand. So in first stanza, it goes like this. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not, my wrath did grow. So students, because this poet is of pre-romantic period, he has used many old English words here. So we'll see each of them. So he says here that when I was angry with my friend, when he got some misunderstanding and he became angry with his friend, he told his anger to his friend. Your wrath is nothing but anger. Whatever anger he was having for his friend, he told his friend that I'm angry on you because of all these things, and his anger got over there because their misunderstanding was cleared, and he spoke about the anger and it was cleared, and again everything was fine. But he says, when I was angry with my foe is not no one but enemy. So he said, when I was angry with my enemy, he is already my enemy, and I was and still angry with this enemy, and I did not told him. I did not tell him that I was angry. I kept it in myself. I kept it in my heart, and this is how my anger did grow. His angerness against his enemy, against his foe, kept on growing because he did not talk to him, because he did not share it with him, because he did not tell him. So here we see two different things here. One, that he was, when he was angry, he spoke to his friend about his angerness, and it got all clear. All the misunderstandings were clear and they were fine and good again. But when he was angry with his enemy, he did not tell him, and that angerness kept on growing in his heart. So let us see what happens here. Then he says, I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears, and I sunned it with smiles and with soft, deceitful wiles. Then here the poet says that I kept on watering that angerness. Now he is relating this anger and hatred like a tree. He's comparing, he's using it and saying in the form of tree. He says that I kept on watering it with fears. My fears and tears were nurturing it, and it grew more and more. As we nurture with water and sunlight, trees grow big and strong and very beautiful. In the same way, here his hatred and his angerness kept on growing in his heart for his enemy, because he did not speak to him, he did not tell him, and with the fears and the tears which he had in his mind and heart, every day and every night and morning, it went on growing because it was nurturing with the fears and tears. And whenever he saw his enemy in front of him, he said, I sunned it with smiles. Means he gave more nourishment. He gave light and heat. As we give light and heat to the plants, it starts growing very fine. It becomes very nutrient and very green plants grow there. In the same way, it started becoming more strong. What was strong here? The anger, the hatred which he had. It started getting more nourishment with the smiles. That was fake smiles. That was not a real smile. Though he was jealous, though he was angry inside, he just nourished it with the fake smiles there, and with soft, deceitful wiles. And along with that, some deceitful means the dishonest tricks. He started using deceitful tricks, dishonest tricks. In the sense, here you can say, when you are angry with somebody, mm, you try to harm them in many ways. You act as if you are normal, you act as if you are good to them, but you are having a trick, you are making a plans, and you want to trap them and fall into trouble. This is the extent to where the anger and hatred take a human being. So it's very bad to keep anger in your heart. You have to speak and you have to finish it. That is what poet here wants to highlight, that when he speaks to his friend, it gets over, and when he is not speaking to his enemy, the same anger, it grows and grows to such an extent that it makes you, it takes you to such an extent that you try to harm your enemy, you try to play pranks with them, you try to make many tricks with them, which may be harmful, which may take the lives also. It can take to such an extent. So he says that I started sunning it with smiles. I started nourishing it with fake smiles. And I also started making many dishonest tricks with him. And the foe and the enemy thought that he is all fine now. He started believing because he was not knowing what was there inside. And it happens, students, when we are angry, when we are not sharing this angerness with that person, it keeps on growing, though we are showing the fake smiles. Then he says, and it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld its shine, and he knew that it was mine. Now he says that because he's comparing this, or saying, visualizing it with a tree, he says that it started growing more and more stronger. The anger became more and more day and night, and it became like a apple tree, and a good bright apple was being seen in the tree. It bore an apple, a good fruit, like, and this was a poisonous fruit because it was a fake smile. It was a fake tree here. It was a poisonous tree here, because it all that he was showing, the smiles and all, was just a fake one. And my foe beheld it shine, and my friend, when he saw, I mean, the enemy, the foe, when he saw this apple shining, he thought it is my friend's, or it is my this person's tree or a plant, so I can take it and have it, because he never knew that what is going inside your heart, because you never talked to him, you always considered him as a foe, as an enemy, and you had anger in yourself. And even then, when you were smiling with a fake smile, and the apple just started boring in the tree, it was shining, and this person, he thinks that it is my friends and he want to have it. He And this is how you are trapping him, and this is how you trap the other person, and you try to harm them. So, and into my garden stole when the night had veiled the pole. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree. Here you goes to such an extent that you try to harm and take the life of the foe, of the enemy with whom you were angry. He was not knowing that you are playing tricks with him, but you were dishonest. You were trying to show the fake smiles, and you trapped him. And your fake garden had a poisonous tree which had a poisonous apple in it, and that was stolen, that was taken by your foe in the night. And when he ate that, the foe was outstretched beneath the tree, means he was lying dead beneath the tree. And the poet says, I was very happy seeing him lying dead, because you wanted that, you wanted to harm your enemy, you wanted to harm your foe. And he did not understand that, because of your fake smiles, he thought everything is over, everything is fine. But that anger which was in the heart, it started growing, and it grew so strong, it made it that it brought you to the extent that you would harm them and even take the life. So here we are having the deep meaning. The poet is trying to say us that don't ever keep the anger and hatred in your heart. If you have anything like that, speak to that person and make it clear. If not, you may go to any of the extent to harm them. It may harm you also and the other person also. So this is what poet trying to give us the information and the lesson through this poem. I hope students you have understood this poem, and thank you for watching my video. If you like this poem, if you like this video, do hit the like button, and we'll be back soon with more such videos. Thank you once again.